In this video, I'm going to show you how to automatically reply to YouTube comments using Make and OpenAI. And if you're a creator who gets a lot of engagement on your videos, but you don't always have the time to respond to every single comment, this automation can be a huge time saver. And in this video, we're going to build a workflow that watches for new comments on your YouTube channel. It then sends them to OpenAI to generate a natural sounding reply, and then posts that reply right back to the original comment, all hands-free. And whether you want to thank viewers, answer a common question, or just keep the conversation going on your channel, this is a great way to stay active and responsive without doing it all manually. And real quick, before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. All right, so if you haven't signed up for Make yet, this part of the video will walk you through that process and show you how to get a 30-day free trial so you can test out the pro version of Make before deciding whether or not you want to buy it. However, if you already have a Make account and you want to go straight into the automation build, feel free to skip ahead. Okay, so within the video description below, find the link blogwithben.com/make. And this link will take you directly to the Make sign-up page. And as a part of the promotion, you're going to get 1 month of the Pro plan for free. So you could test Make out for 30 days before buying. Pretty cool. Then from the sign-up page, you'll see a few different options. You could sign up with your Google, Facebook, or GitHub account, or you can fill in the form with your name, email, and create a password and select your hosting region and country. Then once that's done and you've created your account, Make will walk you through some quick onboarding questions. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not showing them in this tutorial, but it only takes a minute or so. And then once you've finished the onboarding, you'll land inside your Make dashboard. This is your home base where you'll manage your workflows, scenarios, and apps. And at the top, you'll see a green message confirming that a plan coupon has been applied to your account. So from here, click the Compare Plans button. And then on the subscription page, you'll see all of Make's pricing tiers. But since we're using the special promotion, you'll notice the Pro plan is marked as an active free trial. So go ahead and click the checkout button within the Pro plan. And from here, you'll just need to confirm your billing information and your payment info. And due to the promo, you can see the total is only $0 during the free trial period, and you won't be billed until the promotion ends. Then once you enter your billing and payment info, that's it. You're officially signed up with Make, and you have access to the Pro plan for free for 1 month. All right, moving on. Next, let's create our first scenario. In this portion of the tutorial, we're going to create what Make refers to as a scenario, which is basically an automated workflow that performs a task from start to finish. And for this example, the scenario that we're going to be building is an AI agent that will reply to your YouTube comments for you. And once it's set up, the automation will stay connected to your YouTube channel and run quietly in the background. All right, now instead of building everything completely from scratch, we're going to make this even easier by using one of Make's pre-made templates. And templates are a huge time saver because they give you a ready-to-go workflow that you can customize in just a few clicks. And to access them from your Make dashboard, look over on the left-hand menu and click on where it says Templates. And this will open up the full library of public templates that you can use and modify. From here, you could scroll through hundreds of different automation examples for platforms like Gmail, Google Sheets, Slack, and more. But since we're creating an AI agent that responds to YouTube comments, we'll search specifically for YouTube templates, obviously. So click the search bar on the top right of the page and type in the keyword YouTube. And it should pop up there. There it is. So go ahead and select YouTube from the list there. Then you're going to see a collection of YouTube-related templates. And these include automations for things like uploading videos, organizing your video database, tracking analytics, and more. But again, for this tutorial, we're going to use the one titled Monitor New YouTube Comments and Reply using ChatGPT. So go ahead and click on that template. Once we're here and the preview opens, you'll see a simple 3-step layout. On the left, you'll find the YouTube as the trigger module that watches for new comments. And then in the middle, there's OpenAI, which generates the reply using ChatGPT. And then on the right, there's another YouTube module that posts the AI response back on your video. And these are just 3 steps, super straightforward and easy to do. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, go ahead and click that green button that says Start Guided Setup. And this will walk you through step by step through connecting your accounts and customizing each part of the workflow. All right, the first step in the guided setup is to connect your YouTube account to Make. And this connection is what allows the automation to monitor your videos and post replies on your behalf. So from that pop-up window, click the Create a Connection button. And this will open a dialog box where you can name your new YouTube connection. You can use something generic like My YouTube Connection, or you can give it a specific label if you manage multiple channels. In this example, I'm going to name mine Sagewave Sounds YouTube Connection. That is my other YouTube channel. Shameless plug if you want to check it out. All right, then once you've entered a name, check the box to confirm that you understand and accept YouTube's terms of service and Google's privacy policy. This step is required before you can continue. And then you're going to go through the sign up flow for Google, and a new window will appear asking for permission to connect your Google account to Make. And this is, again, completely secure, and it's necessary so that Make can access your channel's comments. So go ahead and click Continue to grant access. Then after Make successfully links to your account, you'll return to the setup screen where your new YouTube connection is now active. All right, next, under the field labeled Watch Comments In, choose whether you want to monitor comments on a specific video or across your entire channel. And for this example, we're going to select Channel since we want the automation to reply to comments on any video that we upload. Then once that's selected, go ahead and paste your channel ID in the field below. Now, if you're not sure where to find it, Make provides an ID finder tool right next to the box that can help you locate it quickly if you just click that. But for the sake of time, let me walk you through how to find your channel ID within the back end of your channel settings. So start by opening your YouTube Studio dashboard, and you can access this by clicking your profile picture in the top right corner of YouTube and then selecting YouTube Studio from the drop-down menu. And then once you're on your channel's dashboard, look in the lower left corner of the screen and click on where it says Settings. Then in the Settings window, click the Channel tab from the menu on the left. And then by default, this is going to open up your basic info section, but we'll need to go to the Advanced section tab there towards the top. It'll be the middle one there, so go ahead and click that. And then scroll down to the bottom of this page until you see the section labeled Other Settings. And then click Manage YouTube Account. And this is going to open a new page showing your account details. And then under that top section labeled Your YouTube Channel, click View Advanced Settings. And then here you'll see your channel ID displayed on the screen. Now, you can simply click the Copy button next to it to copy it to your clipboard. And for privacy and security reasons, I've blurred out my channel ID in these screenshots, but whenever you do this on your own account, you'll see your unique channel ID appear here. Then once you've copied your channel ID, just head back to Make and then paste it into the channel ID field of the module. There we go. And then after that, click the Continue button. Then you're going to see a small pop-up asking you to choose where you want the automation to start. You could choose from options like Since Specific Date or All, but for this workflow, we'll select From Now On. That way, the automation will only trigger for new comments that come in after the workflow goes live. All right, then after you've selected which one you want to use, click the Save button to confirm it. And then now that the YouTube module is fully configured, the next step is to connect OpenAI. And this is the part of the workflow that will actually generate the AI's reply to each comment. All right, so the OpenAI module should open, and go ahead and click the Create a Connection button. And a new pop-up will appear where you'll give your connection a name, just like before. So you can call it something simple like My OpenAI Connection, or if you want to stay organized, you can include your brand name. Like I'm going to call mine My Blog with Ben OpenAI Connection. All right, next you'll need to enter your API key from your OpenAI account. Now, if you don't have one yet, just click that little link labeled OpenAI Account API Keys, and it'll take you straight to your OpenAI dashboard. From here, click the button in the top right that says Create New Secret Key, and a window should pop up asking you to name the key, which can be anything descriptive, and then leave the project set to default project and the permissions on all, and then click the Create Secret Key button, and you'll then be shown your new API key. So be sure to copy it right away and store this someplace safe because you won't be able to view it again after leaving this page, just FYI. All right, then once you've copied the key, head back to Make and paste it into the API key field. And this establishes a secure connection between Make and your OpenAI account, allowing ChatGPT to generate responses directly inside your workflow. Next, we need to add the organization ID. This is another unique identifier that links your Make scenario to your OpenAI account. And to find that, click the link that says OpenAI Organization Settings, and that will take you directly to your OpenAI dashboard under the Organization section. And here you'll see your organization ID listed. It's kind of hard to see because of the dark screen, and I've also blurred mine out for security reasons, but this is where you'll copy your ID, and then I'm just highlighting it and copying it by using my keyboard. Then once you have it, head back to Make and paste it into the organization ID field. And then after pasting it, just click the Save button at the bottom, and that finalizes the connection and links your Make workflow directly to your OpenAI account. All right, now with both your API key and organization ID in place, we're ready to configure the ChatGPT module. All right, so at the top, under Connection, you'll see the connection that we just created. Next, we need to pick the model being used by ChatGPT. So click that drop down, and you'll see a list of all the available options, including ChatGPT 4, GPT-5, and some lighter and experimental models. But for this tutorial, I recommend selecting GPT-5 Chat Latest, since it's the most advanced conversational model and ideal for generating both content and replies. All right, so once the model is selected, the messages section will appear. This is where we'll essentially tell the AI what to do whenever a new comment comes in. All right, so for the role, keep that set to user since we're sending a user style message to AI. Then in the text content field, leave everything as is. You should see something that says, please respond to this comment followed by one text original. So this is basically data mapping, telling AI to automatically pull in text from the YouTube comment that triggered the automation. So every time someone leaves a comment on your video, that comment will be sent to OpenAI, and the AI will generate a unique response to it. All right, so once that's done, click Continue to move on to the next module, which is YouTube once again, but this time it's set to reply to a comment. So under Connection, select the same YouTube connection that you created earlier. It should be set by default, but just double check and make sure it's the same one, and then click the Continue button. And then that's it. So now, since this is our first time saving and setting up this workflow, you'll see the confirmation screen letting you know that your scenario is ready. And from here, you could choose to run your scenario, schedule it, or edit it anytime you want. But now that the automation is ready, before we run it, let's test it out on one of my YouTube videos. So let's head over to a video and leave a comment. And hopefully your comments are all positive and nice and uplifting. But let's leave a nice comment on this video. So I'm going to say, beautiful, I'd love to live here. Thanks for making this. Okay, perfect. And let's head back to Make. And within the confirmation panel on the right-hand side of the screen, let's run the workflow one time. So click the Run Your Scenario button. And the scenario gets to work. You can watch it as it progresses through the workflow, and then when it's complete, each module will turn green. All right, perfect. Then let's head back to my YouTube video that I just left a comment on. And then I'll refresh the page. And look at that, it worked. There is the reply under the new comment. So let's check it out. And it looks like we ran into a little issue. The reply is using all of the dialogue from the chat. So it's included ChatGPT's entire chat log and thought process instead of just one sentence and the reply. This isn't ideal because it looks highly unprofessional and it gives away the fact that we're using an AI agent to reply to the comments. Not cool. So if you're seeing this, there is a fix. Let me show you how to fix that. It's super easy to do too. So I'll obviously want to delete this comment from the video, but let's head back to Make and then open the ChatGPT module by clicking on it. And then within the Messages section, add this to the text content box. Reply with one sentence. Output only the final reply text. This prompt tells ChatGPT to only post one sentence for the final reply text so that the reply doesn't include any of the GPT's thought process. And you can experiment with different links rather than one sentence, but this ensures that the reply is short and won't include text that we don't want. Okay, so once you've done that, go ahead and save these module changes by clicking the Save button there in the lower right corner. Then after you've run your scenario for the first time, you'll see this toolbar at the bottom of the screen. This is where you could do things like run your scenario, you could save your changes, import or export blueprints, explain the flow, add modules, and so much more. But what we want to do right now is save the changes that we made to the scenario. So click the Save icon, and this will save our message changes that we made to the ChatGPT module so that our replies will look more human. Okay, so now let's head back to the YouTube video again. And I'll leave another comment. This time I'll say, "This is beautiful. I wish I could live there." All right, and then we'll send that through. And there we go, new comment has been posted. Then back at our Make scenario, within the toolbar, as I previously mentioned, you can manually run it whenever you want by clicking the purple Run Once button, or you could flip that switch next to it to have it automatically run every 15 minutes. This is flexible and it makes it really easy to start small by testing manually and then transition into a fully automated workflow once you're confident everything is working correctly. But for now, I'm just going to always run this scenario manually. So let's test it out and click the Run Once button. And the scenario gets to work again. And you can watch it as it progresses through the workflow. And then when complete, all the modules will turn green. And then if we head back to the YouTube comment and refresh the page, check that out. We have a reply, and then let's open it. Perfect. The new prompt worked, and it only displays a one-sentence reply. All right, so that's how you can use Make and OpenAI to automatically reply to YouTube comments. And once your scenario is active, Make will monitor your channel for new comments, send them to OpenAI to generate a natural response, and then post that reply directly under the original comment, all without you having to lift a finger. And this type of automation is great for saving time and staying engaged with your audience, especially if you get a lot of comments or questions on your videos. And the best part is you could customize the workflow any way you want. You can change the tone of the replies, you can include links to your website, or even add conditions so the AI only replies to specific types of comments. Also, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials on automation, blogging, and AI tools that help you grow your online presence. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these two videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.